Hi, I'm Brendan Shovel, and today I'm here with Plum resident Griffin Orsick. How are you today, Griffin?
I'm good, Shovel. How are you?
I'm great myself. So, what do you do here at Boys?
Well, today I looked outside. I thought it looked like a nice day. I wanted to go for a walk, and I didn't want to just go through the neighborhood, so I figured I'd come here. Tons of nice views, stuff you can see. It's always a good vibe here.
I agree. So, Boise has a lot of tubing and skiing. Do you like to do anything like that?
Oh, I love it. During the wintertime, it's packed here. It's hard to even get a ticket sometimes for like the ski lift. And yeah, I try to come up here as much as I can, even though it's like limited options for hills. Nothing compared to like 7th Street and stuff, but it's still nice to have something around here like that.
I agree. So, I see a lot of animals up here. Do you have any animals yourself?
I actually have 2 dogs at home, and both of them love to go for walks. And I tend to, during like the warmer months, probably a little less during the cold, but I like to bring them up, walk them around, get them active, just try to keep them out. But it's great here because it's a nice long path and gets them in shape.
That's fantastic to hear. So, there's a lot of job opportunities here at Boise. Would you ever think of working here?
Oh, I definitely thought about it before. I know a lot of people from our school work here. Definitely seems like a good place to get like a part-time job, especially during the winter if you're going to ski and snowboard.
Okay. What's your favorite part about Boise Park?
I'm definitely just going to have to go with the skiing on that because just getting out, especially if you have some friends, getting out and just going down the slopes, there's nothing that beats it.
All right, that's fantastic. I agree. All right, sending it back to you in the studio.
Hello, my name is Frank Massiosi. I'm a student at Plum Senior High School, and today I'm here with...
Leonard Fournette.
Well, Lenny, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Lenny, what brings you to Boyce Park today?
Well, I looked on the weather app, and it was a little chilly, but when I looked outside, the sun was out, so I decided it'd be a great time to take a walk.
All right, it is a great time to take a walk, Lenny. So, Lenny, you have any pets at home?
Yes, I have a dog and 2 cats.
Dog and 2 cats, and do any of them like to go for walks?
Yeah, I take my dog up here to walk all the time. He's very great. He loves the snow, loves to play in it. He likes to walk up and down the hills, loves to greet other dogs. So he enjoys it out here. I wouldn't take him out in this cold of a weather. If it was a little warmer and there wasn't as much snow on the ground, I'd definitely take him out. But yeah.
All right, yeah, that's nice. So, Lenny, a little personal question for you. Do you prefer hot or cold weather, and why?
Well, I prefer cold weather because I like getting warmer than I do getting colder. It seems like in the summertime when the sun's real hot and your mom doesn't want to turn the AC on, it's great. Yeah, you have to put the windows down, strip down to even your gutchies maybe. So yeah, definitely the cold weather. Like to warm up under a nice fuzzy blanket with some hot cocoa.
That's really nice. Personally, I think you're a maniac for that. But, so, Lenny, you ever like to ride your bike down at Boyce?
Oh, I love riding my bike. I love to play football down here. I prefer running back position when I play football, but riding your bike's real nice. I ride scooters, skateboards, roller skates, roller blades, snowboard, ski, tubing. Speaking of tubing, the tubing here is great. I love Boyce Park tubing. It's a great time to spend with your family and young kids too.
You're right, Lenny. Tubing is a great time. It's a great family time. So, Lenny, last question before you go. Do you prefer Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Most definitely Christmas. I'm not a Thanksgiving guy. I don't like to eat Thanksgiving food. I only really like mashed potatoes and rolls probably, but definitely Christmas. I like opening up presents with my family, like giving presents. I like getting a nice pair of white t-shirts, maybe some socks, stuff like that.
All right, Lenny, thank you. We're going to send it back to you guys at the studio.
Hi, I'm Nathan Morrill, TV3 student at Plum Senior High School, and today I'm here with Carol Swank, owner of Magic Mike's Car Wash. Hi Carol, how are you doing today?
Good, Nathan. How are you?
I'm doing good, and today we're going to be asking you some questions. So, what made you decide to get into the car wash business?
The obvious answer is our son Mike, Magic Mike's Car Wash. We built and we opened it up for Michael. His love of car washes since a very young age inspired us to do that for him.
That is awesome. What does it mean to you that you were able to get a car wash for Mike?
It's surreal. It's a dream come true. It's not something that we ever imagined doing, but not surprising that we did, knowing his passion for car washing from such a young age. So it means everything.
Definitely. What are some of your day-to-day duties at the car wash?
Well, it's our first car wash, so I need to be able to do just a little bit of everything. We have a great crew now, so that's really helpful if I just keep an eye on what's going on and pitch in where I need to. I do everything from folding towels to washing cars and handling customers.
I know you taught me everything I know too. So. Exceeded your expectations since you opened 2 years ago, and how so?
It has definitely met and probably exceeded our expectations. It was our first experience, so it's kind of hard to know where to set the bar, but we pride ourselves on being perfectionists and offering the best of what we can. So I would say that it has exceeded our expectations. The response from the community as a whole has been overwhelming.
I know on some of those busy days it feels like all of Plumboro might be coming here, so.
I didn't realize how big Plumboro was.
Yeah.
But I'm glad for it.
Since you come into work every day, how has it affected your day-to-day life?
That is how it has affected my day-to-day life, is that I do come to work every day. So I previously worked in accounting where a lot of my work was remote. This is my first on-the-job, physical job that requires me to be on my feet and busy, and it's been, frankly, the best experience of my life.
It's awesome. And lastly, how does your car wash sweep the rest of the competition?
Oh, well, we're Magic Mike's. So we're Magic, we have Mike. And seriously, I think the fact that we're a family business, and there are so few of those anymore, other similar car washes like this in the area and elsewhere actually are chains a lot of times with multiple locations. So I think that nothing really beats the family touch.
I definitely agree. Thank you for the interview today, Carol. Now
My
back
pleasure.
to the studio.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Greg Villada, and standing here with me is my coworker and supervisor here at Once Upon a Child, Tierney Siopa. Tierney, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, Greg. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. All right, Tierney, so to start off, I wanted to ask, what made you decide to take on the higher position of supervisor here?
I really felt like I had learned all that I could as sales associate and a buyer, and I was really looking for something to challenge me a little bit more here, and I figured the best way to do that was to take on more responsibility and become a supervisor.
Nice, I mean, obviously, as humans, we're always looking to kind of grow and challenge ourselves. So, Tierney, as supervisor, what are some challenges that you have faced, and how have you been able to overcome them?
I would have to say probably customers. A lot of the time, people selling to us, especially for the first time, won't get the greatest outcome and they don't understand why. So, having to explain the buying process to them and what they need to do to, get a better outcome next time can be a little frustrating for both the customer and us. So, I'd say that's probably one of our challenges here.
Yeah, I mean, most of the people we deal with are pretty nice, but every once in a while, we do get someone that gives us a little bit of a challenge. So Tierney, what's your favorite part about working here at Once Upon a Child?
I would have to say my favorite part is definitely my coworkers. They really make it all worth it.
I would have to agree. We're a real fun group of people, and we're hiring. So, all right, Tierney. So, can you walk me through what an average shift looks like here for you?
Yeah, so usually what an average shift looks like for me is I come in and immediately get on buy counter and work on buys for a few hours. Sometimes if I have a little extra time after all the buys are done, I can help out my other coworkers with running things, tagging, putting things out that would need to go out on the floor. Usually just things like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of an average shift for me, just tagging and hanging and stuff. I do enjoy every once in a while when I get a little special project, like putting out clearance or something.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a nice change of pace.
All right, Tierney. So, how do you balance out being friendly with all the employees while still asserting your authority as supervisor?
I would say a really big thing is respect, and I'd say that me and my coworkers really just respect each other a lot and understand that, to get the job done, we all have to work as a team and, just get everything done and work our best together as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You're all super great, and definitely it's like you said, just like respect. Like treat others the way you want to be treated. All right, Tierney. So, why did you decide to work here, and what made you stay?
It's actually funny. I applied to our sister store before I applied here, which is Plato's Closet. And a few days later, Susan, our manager, called me and asked me if I wanted to work here. And I figured, why not? So I gave it a shot, and I really liked it here. So I decided to stay.
Nice. I also applied to Plato's first and ended up here. And again, I'm glad I did because I love it. So, all right. So, how have the new store hours affected the business?
I think the new store hours has affected the business greatly. I think a lot of the times, especially in winter, we don't get as busy as night as we usually are in our busy season, which is typically summer and spring. So I think that it benefited everyone a lot, especially the night crew, because we get to leave a little earlier now. So we get to, spend more time with our family, have a little bit more time to relax before we have to get up for the next day and go to school and go to work again and everything like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, obviously leaving at 9 instead of 10 is great for stuff like sleep before school.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so lastly, Tierney, so the store is under new ownership now, and so what are some changes that have taken place, and how have they affected the business?
I would have to say some positive changes that have been made are our buying counter process. Right now we've changed and put some limitations on it, so now I feel like we're not getting in not worse quality, but we're getting in better buys than we used to because of the requirements we put on it now, so I think that's benefited us a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not getting as slammed as much anymore, and definitely the stuff that's coming in here is really a lot better quality and stuff now.
Agree, yeah.
All right, Tierney, well, thank you so much for doing this, and
Thank you.
that's all now, and so we're going to head back to the studio.
Hi, my name is Thomas, and I'm here with local shopper
Nicole.
Nicole. Why are you here?
I'm shopping for gifts.
Who are you shopping for?
My boyfriend,
Why are you shopping for your boyfriend?
because Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Hi, I'm Logan Matthews, and I'm here with Zach. Zach, what do you like about working here?
I like that it allows me to help out customers, whenever they need anything for their fitness journey or if they have a passion with sports, I can be part of that step, help them get what they need so that passion can possibly, hopefully, develop into a career.
That's awesome. When would you say it gets the busiest?
Definitely summertime. We are busy all year round though because there's a different sport for every kind of season. Summer though is definitely that's the hot season.
Why did you decide to work at this?
I personally, I'm a big fan of just fitness in general, like working out, running specifically. I know that there are many steps that people take whenever they exercise or anything like that they do incorrectly that they don't know about. So started here just because it's a good way for me to get my foot in the door in terms of helping out customers.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, man.
Hi, I'm Nick Lamia here with Brian Perrone, owner of Steel City Barbell Club. How are you doing today, Brian?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm going to ask you some questions today about the gym.
Okay.
First, give me a little history of why you wanted to have your own facility.
Well, as you know, I played professionally, professional football, and I wanted to give back to the community, so that's why I opened the facility.
Awesome. What certifications did you need, and how did you acquire them?
Well, I have several certifications, but one that I'm most proud of is my CSCS, which is a Certified Strength and Conditioning Coach. Like all national level coaches have it. I'm also a USAW coach, level 2, and I'm also a CrossFit level 2 coach.
A lot of great achievements. What is your athletic background?
Well, I played 3 sports growing up. I just focused on football when I got to college, and I was very fortunate. I went to a small Division II school, so I was able to play football, baseball, and basketball. So, but in different years. But yes, I love athletics and I love competing.
How did your time as an athlete prepare you for being a personal trainer in the future?
I don't know if it prepared me so much, but I think it made me want to make people better at their sport because I knew what it took for me to get to that next level. So I really think that my drive from as an athlete goes beyond just training people. It's a mental thing too with a lot of athletes.
Kind of like a been there, done that situation.
Yep, absolutely.
What are your favorite kinds of athletes to train and why?
Guys like you, guys like Cade, and baseball, basketball, football guys that have the drive. That's what we want.
Well, I really appreciate that. What is your overall favorite part about being a gym owner?
My favorite part is seeing people grow and seeing people PR and get excited about their next journey, like from high school to college or from college to pros. I mean, that's what I really like.
Definitely a great feeling. Lastly, is there any information you would like to spread to the public about Steel City Barbell Club?
Well, I'd like to spread to the public is that, we're here in Swissvale. We want to help as many kids as possible get to the next level. So, please come down and just check us out.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Brian.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Now let's roll some more clips of the gym.
Here with me now is Stanford employee Ryan Richards. How are you today, Ryan?
Doing fine.
I'm doing good myself. Thanks for asking. All right, so how long have you been working here and why do you love it so much?
I've been working here since April, so almost close to a year. And the reason why I love it so much is that just the coworkers, everybody who works here is very nice, very, let's say, down to earth.
Yeah, that's really good. So what is your job here at Stanford?
So currently I am just a cashier, make sure people actually pay for the stuff. The company doesn't lose money, hopefully. So yeah, make sure people pay for the stuff.
That's awesome. So what are your daily tasks?
Basically making sure the money's right at the beginning of the shift and at the end of the shift, make sure all all the stands are cleaned and organized. All paperwork's all final, clean. We're all good.
That's good. So tell me, what originally inspired you to start working here at Stanford?
So I was offered a job here whenever I was 14 years old. I used to play baseball with the owner's son. Well, needless to say, the family absolutely loved me, offered me a job young. Fortunately, child labor laws, couldn't really do it until I turned 16.
Yeah, that's great, the relationship you have.
Yep.
So how do you deal with the potential angry customer that may come in and cause a problem?
I try to keep my cool, and if anything surpasses what I can handle, I always just call my manager, take a step back, go into break room for 5 or 7 minutes, calm down, and return back to my job.
That's a great strategy. So final question for you, Ryan.
Yep.
What is the best part about working here at Stanford?
I would say the coworkers. Coworkers could either make or break the job. If you have fun coworkers, just like my buddy Aaron right over there, I'd say you can make the shift go way faster than it is.
All right, thanks for being here today, Ryan, answering some questions, and back to you in the studio.
My name's Andrew Thompson, a senior at Plum Senior High School, and I'm here with
Jay Thornton, also a senior at Plum High School.
All right, Jay, we're at Star Burger Cafe,
Yes, sir.
and what are you going to show us how to make today?
I'm going to show you guys how to make a burger.
Burger at Star Burger Cafe. Let's show us how to do it, Jay. What do you got to do, guys? What do you guys do?
First, you gotta grab the burger, of course, you know what I'm saying? We already have the grill fired up, nice and hot. And you're just gonna go ahead, throw it on. Nice little sizzle there, you know? And then, because it is a frozen patty, if you squirt a little water on it, it speeds up the process. So let's put a little bit of water on each side. Go ahead, flip that, John. Right? And you're gonna go ahead, squirt that side, and then you're gonna season the bird.
Jay's showing us some quality work here. What seasoning is that there, Jay?
We have a garlic, herb, and black pepper and sea salt seasoning right here in my hand. And then you're gonna wanna put that on both sides, obviously. Go ahead, drop that on there. All right, and you're gonna obviously go ahead, grab your spatula, pat that John down, get all the seasoning stuck in there. Nice.
Listen to this sizzle. That's a great sizzle right there, guys.
So we're gonna have 4 minutes on each side because we have to cook it well done, of course. Make sure you got nice quality meat, nice cooked meat. And then, yeah, we're gonna be able to throw lettuce, mayo, a bunch of toppings on top of this. It's gonna be a wonderful burger. Wonderful burger, bro.
All right, so couple questions while you're cooking this burger here. Star Burger, where are you guys located? What do you guys do? Like, do you offer anything else?
Well, Star Burger itself is inside of an ice arena, Pitt Ice Arena. We're located in like New-Ken, Lower Borough area, which actually the Plum hockey team has their games here. So a couple other teams, Borough, and then you have our club teams and everything. But yeah, personally, we're not directly associated with the ice arena, which is nice because that doesn't give us the responsibilities of like injuries and everything going on in the ice. But it allows us to just focus on the craft, making food, feeding all the players and everything, and making sure all the parents are happy too as well, because you find a lot of parents here waiting around for their kids. You know what I mean?
So, what food do you guys offer here? I see some hot dogs around here. I see a bunch of snacks, some drinks. Like, what do you guys give around here?
So yeah, we do chicken tenders and fries, burgers. We have Philly cheesesteaks. We have a couple of hoagies we make here as well. Soft pretzels with cheese are a huge hit. Everybody loves them. We have Gatorades, water, Diet Coke and normal Coke, of course, and then a bunch of snacks up front from Oreos, Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butters, and muffins and everything. I mean, hit the breakfast every day, every aspect of the day, every snack you would want, we have it up there. You know what I mean?
So, what type of burger are we making here, Jay? Just a regular old hamburger?
We're gonna make a star burger. It's just a cheeseburger, basically, and then when we get to the toppings, we can go ahead and specialize. Give me 1 second. I have to make some fries real quick.
Let's make these fries. All right, Jay, show us, what do you do for these fries? Is there any specialty here?
No, of course, you just have to have a glove on. You know what I mean? Food safety.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and grab a handful of fries. Put them on there. The fryer's been on already, so it's already preheated. Don't have to worry about none of that. Just a little generous amount. You know what I mean? Never hurts to have a little extra. And make the customer a little happy, you know what I'm saying? Get their money's worth. Drop that. And it's going to be like 2 minutes for those, and they'll be done.
About 2 minutes for the fries, okay. What's your favorite part about working at Starburger Cafe?
Honestly, the people. You get to talk to a lot of people, and they find themselves bored, so they have time to talk. And I've had conversations about the military, like college athletics, just like life. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the people, a lot of times it's like older people, but I find myself talking to people, and I enjoy that. You know what I mean? It's nice to be able to talk to someone outside of your life and give them some like looks into your life and hear their opinions about stuff. You know what I mean? It really does help with your decision making too. Because I've had old guy like come up to me and he was like, you know, like you really got your life on the right track and everything. And hearing that from someone else, that's really reinforcing. You know what I mean?
That's great to hear, Jay. So, this burger, it's looking pretty good, guys. Let's get a look in on that burger right there. It's looking really good. So, you guys look like it's a great place. It's a nice little place, a nice little shop.
And it's all family owned and everything. All of our employees work at our high school. They all go to Plum Senior High School, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have like a bunch of, it's just really small business owned, you know what I mean? Like I never have anything unexpected, my dad being my boss and my stepmom being my other boss, you know what I mean? So it's nice for me to move around my schedule for wrestling, and also it's nice because at the end of the day I really do care about the place. It's not just another job because it is my family business, you know?
Speaking of that, having your dad as your boss and having your stepmom as your other boss, does that entitle any extra responsibilities for you? Or is it just like a normal old job, or do you get called in a couple times when people, you know, like can't make it?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, I get a little special treatment. Like I'll show up maybe 5 minutes late sometimes, all the time, whatever, you know what I mean? Not a big deal. But there's a couple times where I need to cover a shift I don't want to cover and I can't get out of it. And I mean, it is really nice though. It does work really well because of the schedule thing. I mean, like with wrestling, having practice 6 out of 7 days a week, you can't be working a regular job like efficiently or at all, really. So it's nice having that and making my work schedule based around my life schedule already. So that's like a big plus out of it all. Yeah.
That's nice. Do you think you connect deeper with your parents, your step parents, because again, you work with them? You work under them, and you get to see them. So, like, instead of like your busy schedule, you see them at work instead of only just seeing them at home.
Yeah, I mean, like the experiences we have at work are obviously less like on a family level, more like yelling at each other to make sure we get everything done. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's nice getting like that different like aspect in our like relationship. You know what I mean? So I like looking up to my dad and like making food for me my whole life. When he yells at me to make a Philly cheesesteak, it's just like, oh, all right, bet, I got you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, it's nice. A lot of times I do not find myself at home. I find myself working or even more busy. But, like, being able to call my dad, like, really quick, like, if we need something or something's going on here and he'll be able to come in and help me out, that's also a big help, too. So it does help us out in multiple ways, yeah.
All right, Jay, that's great to hear. How long do you think this burger's going to take? What about them fries over there, too?
The cheese for the burger.
All right, Jay. You just took those fries out, and let me tell you, those fries are looking pretty good. Like, if you're at the Pittsburgh Ice Arena, this is a place you're going to want to try out. They're very sanitary, everything like that. The food looks amazing. Let's watch Jay season these fries right here. What do you put on these fries, Jay? Just a little bit of salt?
Just a little bit of salt. You got to toss it up. Get your little gourmet going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can go ahead and just grab them. Drop a little plastic on it.
These guys are actively working in here, and we got a special behind-the-scenes look on these guys in their day of work. So this is great. We got actual orders going out here. We got guys working, making these fries right now for a customer, making the burger right now for a customer, and there we go.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Warner, TV3 student here with Keisha, the sea lion keeper in Kids Kingdom at the Pittsburgh Zoo. How are you today?
I'm doing good, and how about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So what inspired you to work with the sea lions?
It didn't matter what animals I worked with here at the zoo. I just wanted to be at the Pittsburgh Zoo and work with animals.
That sounds like fun. You can hear them making some noise over there. What do the sea lions eat?
Our sea lions here eat herring, capelin, sardines, and squid, but in the wild, they're opportunistic feeders, so they eat whatever's abundant in the area.
That's nice, definitely not picky eaters.
No.
Is it different working in Kids Kingdom compared to the rest of the park?
It is a little. I mean, I've worked in the big cat section. I've worked in a quarantine section briefly with primates. Kids Kingdom, we're outside a lot more because most of our animals are winter hardy, so they're out, so that means we're out. So that's the only real difference, is just being outside a lot more.
Fun. So, have you always wanted to work with animals?
Yes. I wasn't sure in what capacity. When I was in high school, it was more so, if you want to work with animals, you want to be a vet. But I knew I didn't want to be a veterinarian. So I bought a book that was Careers for Animal Lovers, went through it, found zookeeping as a field, and thought that is the career for me. I interned, and I've been here ever since.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So what does your job entail?
Well, the first thing we do is we come in and we make sure everybody is doing okay. Then we start getting food ready and cleaning up everyone's stalls and giving them fresh water and fresh food. Then we do training and enrichment throughout the day. Then we clean a second time again before we put them to bed.
That seems like a lot, but it seems like you never have a boring day.
No, never.
Have you worked with other animals?
Yes. Like I said, I did work briefly with the big cats and the rhinos. I worked in a quarantine section for a while, primates. But down here in Kids Kingdom, we take care of a wide variety of animals. So from kangaroos to goats to alpaca, to donkeys, barn owls, river otters. We got a lot of stuff down here.
Like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for a day at the zoo?
Dress for the weather is the most important thing. But yeah, just as long as you're wearing comfortable shoes and you're warm if it's cold outside, that's pretty much it.
That sounds nice. Thank you so much for this interview today, and now back to the animals.